matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll try the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to throw. It's Reed. Got his man downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Hauls it in the first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Reed. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, you can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive of the game on 3rd down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
To the air on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun. Give on the inside. He has the first and still on his feet. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality and the ground.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
The play action fake. Going for it all. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the air, it's Reed. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Boom. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Hunt is in the air. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Moss. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Grab near the marker. It's Reed. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
That's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Moss. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. To throw, it's Reed. Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they're dragging down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Moss. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. 'Cause 'cause end zone. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
LSU offense will take over 1st and 10.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Flying down the left side. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown LSU. He got a step and just dusted the field. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, and I'd give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the running back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job.
Snags it on the right. Here he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He's past the 30. Off to the races to the right. Past the 30. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside the 15, here comes the return. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the press. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8.
First and 10.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's loose. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs, man. If you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
Take over. First and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. LSU right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, it's out. Offense scoops it up and still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Reed. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6.
And I love that the field goal block unit was prepared. They had a guy back deep. They understood it was a long field goal. And, Jesse, how about making a play as a field goal kick team, basically a kickoff team, going and making a tackle?
Yeah, they were saying, we're not doing kick 6. This isn't Auburn, Alabama back in the day. And the big fellas up front, it's the offensive linemen that have to get out there and make a tackle. You're right, that was impressive.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Right down the middle. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down mark.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Wants to keep it in the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On fourth down, looking to pass. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Looking for space. It's Owens. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offense.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's got an open man. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Touch pass on the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Back to throw, it's Reed. Into the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared, right?
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Moss. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Anderson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just...
It's a running room. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he's